Hey everybody, it's Shark Scrapper. Major announcement later in this video, but first, let's take a look at some scrap we picked up. Auto mechanic shop shutting down, and he needed to just get rid of a lot of stuff real fast. A couple of rims, some rotors, various car parts and pieces and things. He used to have a fabricator in his shop, so he also had a whole bunch of leftover partial welded kind of stuff. So there's some stainless steel. It was supposed to be some sort of rack or frame or brace. Some car batteries, some alternators, starters, bunch of mufflators, mufflers, other metal ferrous kind of things. Got a bunch of trailer hitches, some axles, stainless frames, like for a boat frame or a truck rack. Unfortunately, none of them are going to work for the Sharkmobile. Some aluminum, that's not all from them. There's a bunch of it there that I already had. So let's see, they had a bunch of dumbbells. I guess the fabricator was into lifting weights, and when he left, he just left a whole bunch of stuff there. Got I don't know if that's still worth anything. Some heavy steel frames that the fabricator was working on. Again, he left and he just said, hey, whatever's still here, I don't want. So got a big old sheet of steel right there. I don't know what I'm going to do with the water cooler, but again, I'm helping the guy out, get stuff out of there. Beat up old chair, great big piece of sheet steel back there. Boy, that was a heavy son of a gun. That's one whole piece of sheet steel that you see there. Real nice workbench. I mean, real heavy duty. Nice workbench there. Little piece parts, things. One really long piece of aluminum square stock. Eye just keeps going up there. That could be real useful for the fabricator that is working with me to design the cage for the truck. So that'll be cool. That might satisfy most of the material needs that I have for the bed rack for the Sharkmobile. Oh, let's see, some catalytic converters. Pull out some serial numbers, see what those things are worth. Piece of sheet aluminum right there. And 1, 2, 3 big chrome steel racks. A washer, a dryer, a microwave, and a refrigerator. You all know that I don't normally take refrigerators because I can't I don't have the equipment or the training to take the gas out, but yeah, it looks like that's not going to be a problem. So, and then there's some metal piece parts down on that rack there. So, nice little haul there. Now, because of the magic timing of YouTube, you already saw me haul away a lot of the shred material, the broken down washer, dryer, the broken down microwave, the refrigerator full of metal stuff. It was stuff that contributed to that $100 payday that I had on Friday. It's a good thing that I have the shark cage and the space that it allows me, because I got a couple more calls that came in and we got jammed up pretty quick. Things got kind of busy real quick. This is part of a load that I just picked up yesterday and today. I just got back into the cage today, so we've got this big old massive printer that I'm gonna have to do some stuff with, and I got a couple more printers in there and big old heavy power supply. But here's what I picked up yesterday from this same people. We've got big, heavy, weather resistant computers here. Really heavy down inside of there, really heavy. Box of miscellaneous stuff here. Printers, projectors, keyboards. A couple more printers, some old CRT type monitors. All right. There's some miscellaneous electronics inside that box. And then taking advantage of the racks that I got from the auto shop clean out that I did, I was able to stack up a bunch of the stuff as it was coming in so that I could kind of organize it a little bit, get an idea of what I'm dealing with. Now there's actually 3 of these. They are heavy mama jambas. Some sort of power supply backup system. I'm expecting to find some batteries in there. I can see some big toroids, so that's going to be interesting digging into those. We've got some printers here. These are for making cards for you know, the ID badges. So that'll be fun to get into those and see what we're dealing with. Some batteries from some backup power backups. Got some switches. So there, we know there's some nice telecom boards in there. A couple of curved monitors. I haven't broken into one of those yet, so we'll see what we're dealing with on the curved monitors. A box of wire and cables and things. There's some more switches. Need modems. Probably put those down with the switches. We've got a couple computers here. So real nice pickup. Real nice people too. They're going to keep their eye out for some more things. I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to have a good, solid network on both sides, right? You want people that are looking out for material that they can sell to you or give to you, depending upon, you know, what they're doing, and people that will buy this stuff from you. I mean, a network in this business is really, really important. Nice little acquisition here. This Genie lift. This was from the it was left behind in a place, and the property manager let me buy it off of them really cheap. So the only problem that I've got with it right now are the back casters. I don't know if you can see those casters down there. They're really tore up. I mean, in real bad shape. So I'm going to need to replace those. I think once I replace those, this will wheel around much nicer. Let's see, it has a load capacity of 350 pounds. So that should take care of a lot of what I need. It's a counterweight type system, right? So that's a big heavy counterweight, and that's why it doesn't have the big legs sticking out in front. Anyway, we'll see about putting that to good use. Getting ready to head over to the scrap yard, drop this off at the shred pile. That freezer, the compressor's gone, so there's no Freon there, and it is full of metal bits right now. That's going to be a real booger to tip out. Big old printer back there, and a bunch of architectural steel, structural steel that I've cut down into 5-foot sections, 6-foot sections to fit nice and clean in the back of the truck. Some ubiquitous wire shop, yeah, you know, a few odds and ends in there. Anyway, save your guesses. We're not going to play that game right now. It is time to let you all know what this big announcement is. So I've had a lot of people who have asked me, why Shark Scrapper? How'd you come up with the name of your channel? And some of you have been around for a while. You know that I love sharks and I love scrapping. So, you know, it was a natural put the two together and come up with Shark Scrapper. And for a long time, I have been taking care of the scrapping side of things. So I think it's time that we take a look at the sharky side of things. Now, my love of sharks, I think, is so popular on the channel that some folks have even sent me shark stuff. Street Copper 11 made me a beautiful brass shark. And Snobby Scrap Picker over in the United Kingdom, he took a video where he was in some department store playing with a nice fuzzy stuffed shark. Well, then all of a sudden, look what my wife found. A nice big fuzzy stuffed shark. Now, how in the world did the nice big fuzzy stuffed shark get from the United Kingdom over to the United States? Tracking sharks is a challenging, difficult part of the very necessary science that goes on that a lot of us aren't aware of in order to help us to understand this apex predator. Well, not this apex predator, but sharks as an apex predator. Without sharks, our world's oceans would be a mess. Very much like the streets would be if there weren't scrappers running around, taking care of stuff that's left over. So I decided that one of the best things that I can do with the Shark Scrapper channel is to start donating to shark research. And I did some looking around, and it turns out the University of Miami has a very cool shark adoption program. So what better than the Shark Scrapper Shark Adoption Project? That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to adopt a shark. At least one, hopefully more. Now here's the way this is going to work. For every $3,000 that we raise in the Shark Scrapper Shark Adoption Program, we will adopt a shark. I will donate the money to the University of Miami Shark Research Program, and they will in turn use it to tag sharks. Now, if you think tagging sharks is easy, just take a look at the video that I've got linked down in the description below. It's from the University of Miami. It shows them tagging sharks. I think it would be a lot of fun, and I'm hoping maybe someday, hint, hint, wink, wink, University of Miami, I'd love to come along and do some recording with y'all. At a minimum, come down and visit the lab someday. But for the time being, here's what we're going to do. We are going to start collecting donations from all of you, the shiver, my friendly sharks around the world, and donate to the Shark Research Program at the University of Miami. Now, donations, I'm trying to keep it very simple and keep the overhead as low as possible. So the way that's going to work is send me money to my PayPal account. PayPal.me/sharkscrapper. I'll have a link for it down in the description below. Every penny donated will go towards the Shark Scrapper Shark Adoption Project. If you want your name to be anonymous, leave a note says anonymous. When you send me the money on PayPal, make sure you put a note in there for shark research, for the shark, something like that, so that I know that it's a donation to the Shark Research Program. I will periodically provide an update, a list of donors, so if you don't want people to have your name, if you don't want your name out there, just tell me that you want it to be anonymous, and I'll show that donation as being anonymous. But I really want to be as transparent as possible, so I do want to have a way to continuously, regularly provide updates and show and thank those of you that donate to the Shark Scrapper Shark Adoption Project. So again, it's real easy. You can send the money to me at PayPal, paypal.me/sharkscrapper, or you can just mail me a check. My post office box address is going to be down in the description down below. Go ahead, send me a check. Again, if you don't want your name to show on the list of donors, just make a note on there so I know that you want to be kept anonymous. Now, it'd be really cool if we can adopt more than one shark, but right now, let's just try to get that $3,000 to adopt our first shark. And when we get there, then we're going to have to figure out how to come up with a name for it, because we get to name the shark too. That's pretty cool. And once it is tagged, we will get a link so that we can track the shark, our shark, the shark that we helped to raise the money for, to tag and to study. So we'll get a link from the University of Miami. We'll be able to see where our shark is swimming all around the world, and hopefully it doesn't get eaten by a bigger shark somewhere along the line, because yeah, that can happen. And the tag can fall out, you know, that kind of stuff. But hey, we'll worry about that when it happens. All right, everybody, I'm sure you can appreciate why I was so excited to get this message out. I look forward to all your donations. We are going to have some fun with this, because now I am beginning to fulfill my pledge for both scrapping and the sharks. Y'all have a good one. I'll chat with you later on.